In this one, we'll create an animation like this with the follow path constraint. If you want an object to follow a path that is run along the same, you can use the follow path constraint. From the constraints panel, you can add the follow path constraint, open the properties, and set the target that will be a custom shape or path like this. You can use the distance value to move the object along the path, the target shape like this. Another thing to notice here is the orient feature. By default, it will rotate the object along the path as well like this. If you want, you can disable that and have a fixed rotation instead. In this case, I do want orientation, that is rotation of the hand along the path. If we enable orient, it changes the initial rotation of the object as well. But if you want the same rotation as before and change the rotation using the gizmo, that won't work because now the rotation control of the object is given to the follow path constraint to orient it along the path like this. If you want to get back the rotation control, you can disable orient and change the rotation of the object like before. But we do lose orientation of the object along the path. What if you want both? That is a custom rotation at the start and then orienting the object along the path as well. To do that, instead of applying the follow path constraint to the object itself, first we can wrap the object in a group like this. So I can go ahead and give this a name. Let's say hand control. I can shift the origin as well for ease of transformation and optionally change the style to target as well. Then I can apply the follow path constraint to the same and move the hand inside. That is, transform it. I can change the rotation, its position, and so on. Let's go ahead and select the group and then apply the follow path constraint to the same thing as before. I can select the target, the custom shape, and have the same. While keeping orient enabled, I can go ahead and select the hand group inside and change its rotation like this. And if I want, I can change its position as well. Then I can go back to the follow path constraint and change the distance and orient it along the path as well with that initial rotation we have set inside the group. Let's go ahead and create a simple animation with the same. I can go ahead and animate the distance value from the right to the left. So at the start, distance will be 100% and at the end, it will be 0%. So we have something like this. Let's go ahead and animate the stroke on the target shape as well. I can go ahead and enable trim paths and animate the start value like this. That is, instead of animating from left to right, we want from right to left. So first of all, I can set trim end and start to 100%. And then at the end of the animation, I can decrease the start value to 0 like this and get the opposite effect. So if I go ahead and now apply easing to the keyframes and play back the animation, this is what we have. That's how we use the follow path constraint in Rive.